Did you hear that?
Okay.
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 All right. So, Annie, I'll be asking you questions like personal questions about your details. So, first of all, I was asking uh, your hometown. Where is it located?
Yes. So I was born in a small city which is located in the center of Vietnam. Um, it actually near the beach, but the city was not so developed. But it still includes a lot of convenience near where I live.
All right. Annie, you haven't mentioned the name of the city.
Oh, the city called Tam Kỳ. Yeah.
Can you type the name so I know how it's spelled?
Okay. I will.
Tam Kỳ. I see. But like right now, where do you live in Vietnam?
I live in another city, which is like it's called Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi
Like,
Minh. Okay. Yes, it is a major city. And how
yeah,
many years have you been living in Ho Chi Minh City?
I've lived here for I think more than 10 years because yeah, I was born in another city, but then I my family moved to another city. So that time I was about like
Oh, okay.
3 years old. Yeah.
So when you were 2 or 3 years old, you left Tam Kỳ and moved to Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes.
So the short and direct way to say that. So for example, let's talk about your hometown. Where is your hometown? Answer it directly and you say, my hometown is called Tam Kỳ. It's spelled Tam and KY. However, when I was 2 or 3 years old, my family moved to Ho Chi Minh City, and this is where I grew up.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that. Okay, so tell me, where is your hometown?
Um, I I was born in the city called Tamky, which is spelled Tamky.
Mhm.
But when I was 2 or 3 years old, I
Mhm.
moved from Tamky to Ho Chi Minh City,
Mhm.
and I'm currently live there
I
now.
current I currently live there.
Cur- I
Uh-huh.
currently live there.
Okay. You started by saying I was born in. The question was not where were you born? Where
Okay.
is your hometown? So your answer would fit the question. My hometown is called Tamki, and then you spell it. And
Okay.
okay, when you are taking IELTS speaking test, when you look up like this, it's like the person you're talking to is up there, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's very important. You see, the speaking test, the moment you stand up when your name is called, so it's like a recording. Imagine yourself on video cam. So the way, like, if you do like that when your name is called, so it shows that you're not confident. So
Okay.
speaking exam is all about your comfortability in speaking English and that you welcome it. So show all positive actions. So you stand up looking smart, smile, and then you walk with confidence. And, when they shake hands with you, which is what's going to happen, they'll feel your hand. If it's sweating or cold, it indicates that you're nervous. You can be nervous, but still carry yourself well,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. For the last time, oh, okay. So I have a question for you, and I'd like you to answer me directly. Tell me, let's talk about your hometown. Where is it located?
My hometown is Tamky, which is spelled Tamky.
Hmm.
I was born there, but uh, I moved from Tamky to Ho Chi Minh City when I was 2 or 3 years old.
All right. So let's type this. Okay. So it's easy for you, and that's something that you can practice. So, where is your hometown? Hang on a sec. Okay. I really need to have my nails cut. You see my nails?
Oh, that's
They are so
nice.
long. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it gets in the way when I'm typing.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
so where is your hometown? That's the question. And then the answer is my hometown. Or if the question is where is it located, my hometown is located at, like that, or in. So my hometown, see, it moved up again. All right. So my hometown is Tamki, Tam, two words, KY. Mhm. And then, but when I was about 2 or 3 years old, my family and I moved to, and that's when you say Ho Chi Minh City. And what is the capital of Vietnam, Annie?
It's Hanoi.
Hanoi, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
I always confuse those two because Ho Chi Minh City is also a major city, right?
Yes.
Right. But have you been to Hanoi?
Yes, I have because my relative live there, and
Mm.
also my grandma.
Uh-huh. Okay. So in that case, if you compare Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi, give me a description of how your comparison.
Yeah. Okay. So for Ho Chi Minh City, I
Hmm.
think the people who live there will live in a more free way, like the way
Hmm.
they style their clothes and also the way they talk to other people. You'll feel like the friendliness of the people who live in Ho Chi Minh City.
Hmm.
But for Hanoi, I think there's something that makes whenever I visit there, I feel the the traditional
Hmm.
atmosphere
Yes.
because a lot of there are a lot of ruins there, and also the people who live in Hanoi,
Hmm.
they even though they still hospitable, but there's something about them that make me feel that they are like much more like a traditional person people.
So you associate traditional people to, so if I was trying to understand, if I were to compare Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi, I would say that the people in Ho Chi Minh City are friendly. You can feel their warmth and what?
Um, their friendliness, yeah.
Yeah, you already said they are friendly. I would say that the people in Ho Chi Minh City are friendly. You can feel their warmth and yeah, something you
Um,
said earlier.
yeah, what I need to think of something.
All right. So but
Um,
that's okay because when you're nervous, it blocks your mental flow, like the ideas, but that's okay. That's the reason that you have to practice speaking, right? So we're
yeah.
going to be more comfortable by the time we finish our lesson. So if I were to compare Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi, I would say that the people in Ho Chi Minh City are friendly. You can feel their warmth and hospitality.
Okay.
So you can say because you are in Ho Chi Minh City, so make it personal, make it about yourself. So what the people here in Ho Chi Minh City are friendly. You can feel their warmth and hospitality. However, when I visited Hanoi, uh, yeah, so you said something about, I felt that you said something about being traditional. I felt that the traditional way of living, or they have, yeah, a traditional way of living. Uh, they are still hospitable, but not as friendly as the ones living in what? Ho Chi Minh City, right?
Yeah.
Okay, those are the people. But to compare the city itself, which is more modern, or, like malls or department stores or the shopping, or, like the place itself, there are more parks, or how would you compare the place, the Ho Chi Minh City being a place where you live versus Hanoi?
Hmm.
Not much difference.
It's hard to compare
Yeah.
because uh, uh, two cities are big cities in the
Mhm. Oh, that is already a comparison. So, in other
oh
words, Ho Chi Minh City, both you can say that. So, both Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi are big cities. Are they both modern, or is there more modern way of living? Not really much difference. Okay. So you can
yeah,
say, huh? So you can say both Ho
sorry,
Chi.
it's like
Oh, can you understand
my
me?
my connection
Oh, connection.
is unstable.
Right. So it's intermittent in
So
connection. Hmm. But can you hear me speak well, or it's like a garbled, like I cut? Can you hear can you hear me speaking clearly? Okay, try to speak.
it's yeah, yeah,
Choppy?
yeah. It's like um. Could you repeat? Could you
Well,
repeat it, please?
yes. So I was think. Hang on a sec. I was typing something. So I was asking, can you hear me speak clearly?
Yes, yes. I can hear you now.
Oh, I can hear you clearly now. So
I can hear you clearly now.
yes. So the connection, or the internet connection, is intermittent. Um, my speaking is choppy, and the sound is garbled, like you cannot understand it. Okay, so if you ever need to say, I'm sorry, the internet connection is okay, let me, okay, edit. My internet connection is intermittent. It erased itself. That's why my speaking is choppy and the sound is garbled. Okay, so okay, can you read that? Try to say it.
Okay. My internet connection is the internet connection is intermittent,
Mm-hmm.
intermittent, That's why my speaking is choppy and the sound is garbled.
Right. Okay, one thing that I can tell you, Annie, the way you speak and pronounce English words, it's very natural. You sound good and your accent is great. Now, what you need to work on is your confidence. I know that as you translate, it's like you have a mental translation. Okay, she said this, and how do I understand it in Vietnamese? Right? That's what's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah, but that's quite understandable. Um, most people experience that. However, in my case, where do you think I am from?
Mm,
Canada.
is it Canada?
Yes, I am in Ontario, Canada. And what I observe for the other students that I have experience teaching. Yes, they translate from their language because I taught in international school, so different languages and different background. So the tendency of non-native speakers is to translate from their native language to English. So the process is slow. But when you're surrounded by people who speak the language. So, in other words, when you are surrounded by people who speak English, so like maybe if you're going to Canada or the US, Australia, or United Kingdom, which is where you see England, then you will adapt. And before you know it, you're speaking just like everyone else.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, because I remember my university instructor. She went to England for a seminar or a training. She stayed there for like almost a month. And the teachers, yeah, it happens that she was the sister-in-law of my other teacher. And oh yeah, she went to London for just 1 month. And when she came back to Canada, she speaks with the accent, the British accent, like, oh, I was there. Like, the way
oh,
she speaks, yes. And yeah, it took some time, but then she adjusted. And she's an adult, right? So
yeah.
you're young. Do you intend to study out of the country or just in Vietnam? When
I
university?
plan to looking for scholarship.
Mm-hmm,
So yeah, that's why I think I need a lot of practice for speaking because I think that's my weakness. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, I think I need to improve a lot.
Right. But as you practice, put a balance, like first, there's the listening, then reading, and the writing task one, you will be given a graph or like a pie chart or a table, and you're going to interpret the information. And in writing task two, that's when you answer these long questions or a series of questions. So let's move on. Okay, so what do you like about your hometown, Tamki?
The thing that I like the most about Tamki is about uh the food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tamki
Give
has a
example.
special. For example, there was a special kind of noodles
Mm,
called mì Quảng, and that when you eat that when you eat mì Quảng, it will include a lot of uh, toppings,
mm-hmm,
such as boiled chickens with delicious
mm-hmm,
taste of soup. So whenever I have a chance to go back to my hometown,
mm-hmm.
I will choose to eat mì Quảng for my breakfast.
Oh, and until now that you're 16, you still love to eat it. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes.
And but what do you not like about it?
Like, not like about my hometown or
Yes.
the, yeah. Mm, I think the first thing I don't really like about my hometown is that it was not too developed,
Not
so
developed.
not too developed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So um, there are some limits of the facilities there. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, there's not too much coffee shop or shopping mall or
Mm-hmm.
another entertaining facilities for young people to
Right.
visit. Yeah,
So, in other words, it is not as modernized as Ho Chi Minh City.
yes.
So, it's like a simple way of living, limited resources. And but do they have mall, supermarket? Do they have in Tamki?
Yes, they still includes mall and
Mm-hmm.
supermarkets,
Yeah.
but you won't find any like famous brands in my hometown. It's hard to find.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay, so that's a good answer. So, just so you will remember, it's developed. So the accent is in
Develop.
the second syllable. So, but of course, you are using it to describe. Let's put the ed. And this time, ed sounds like a T. So developed. Can you say that?
Developed.
So my hometown, Tamki, is not as developed as is not as developed and modernized as Ho Chi Minh City, where I live now. Okay, so there. So you can say, what do you not like about Tamki? You know, what I don't like about Tamki is that it's too simple. They're not very modern. It is not as developed and modernized as Ho Chi Minh City, where I live now. Can you say that?
Yeah. Um, what I'm not like about Tamki is that it's not as developed and modernized
It's
as
not
Ho
as
Chi Minh.
developed. It's not
It's not
as
as
developed.
developed.
Mhm.
It's not as developed
Yes.
and modernized as Ho Chi Minh City, where I live now.
All right. So you were able to pronounce it correctly, developed. And I want you to repeat that sentence with confidence. My hometown,
Okay.
Tamki, is not as developed and modernized as Ho Chi Minh City, where I live now.
Okay. What I don't like about Temki is that Temki it's not as developed as oh, excuse me. Let me do it one more time, please.
Mhm.
Okay. What I what I don't like about Temki is it's not as developed.
It's not as developed.
It's not as developed and modernized at Ho Chi Minh, where I live now.
Okay. So now have a conscious awareness that the accent is on the second syllable. So try it again.
Okay. What I don't like about Temki is that it's not as developed and modernized at Ho Chi Minh where I live now.
See, you can do it. Just keep repeating. You know, it works so well when you do it in front of a mirror. It's either you have a compact mirror, a small one, or just in front of the mirror where you're standing. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how important is your hometown to you?
The important thing about my hometown
Mm-hmm.
is that the memory I have there, because my hometown is where my grandma and grandpa in my mother's side live. So whenever I have summer vacation,
Yeah.
I always visit them and have a lot of memorable time. Yeah, memorable time there. So
So memorable times, or I have a lot of
times.
memories of like childhood memories, right?
I
So
love it.
I'm sending
Yeah.
you the set of questions, so more or less you can anticipate and maybe like a mental practice. So as you noticed, the first four questions I've asked you. And number five, do you think you will continue to live in your hometown? Then, since you already said about Ho Chi Minh, then, well, as it is, I'm already living in Ho Chi Minh City, but I just visit my hometown. I don't really think that I'll go back there and continue to live. Visits are okay, but yeah, like that. It's your comfortability in expressing yourself. So, do you think
Okay.
you will continue to live in your hometown?
Um, as I'm currently if live in Ho Chi Minh City,
Mhm,
I think I will continue to live in the same city in the future.
mhm.
But for some vacations or holidays, I still spend time to going back to my hometown.
Oh, that's nice to hear. So let's move on to talk about accommodation. Tell me about the kind of accommodation you live in. So we're talking about Ho Chi Minh City now. Okay. So do you
So
live
is
in
it
a house,
just
apartment, condominium?
so it's like it's more like introduce about the house, the place I live, right?
Mhm,
Okay. So I live in a small apartment
mhm,
and it located in District 7, even though it's not the center of Ho Chi Minh,
mhm.
but um, it still consists of a lot of um, convenient facilities
Mhm.
around where I live.
Mhm.
And also, if I want to go to some places, just such as shopping mall or a cinema or the gym, it
Yeah.
still includes and just takes about 15 to 30 minutes to arrive the place I want. Uh,
So when you go to such places, do you take do you use transportation or you go on foot, which means or do you walk to those places?
Mostly I'll have to use transportation.
So do you ride a bus or any or your family car? Do you have a family car?
Yes, I have. Yeah, like I didn't have driving lessons, so I
Uh,
just need my dad to took me somewhere
to
I want
take
to go
me.
to take me somewhere I want to go.
So one tip for you, every time you use the word to followed by a verb, it's always the base form, present tense.
Okay.
Like, I want to go, to live, to try, right? So never
Yeah.
say to went. I want to went. Okay. All right. So the next question, as you can see, does the place you live in have many amenities? Swimming pool, gym, or like a garden, or whatever. So, does the place you live in have many amenities?
Hmm. It's like I live in not too small neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Includes a lot of buildings and
Mm-hmm.
apartments. So the service there, I know the amenities there. There are a lot of amenities where I live.
Amenities.
Amenities,
Mm-hmm.
amenities where I live.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, there are swimming pool,
Yes.
supermarkets where I can buy food, and also some coffee shop too.
Oh, nice. I love coffee shops.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything you want to change or you would like to change about a place you live in if you have the chance?
If I have a chance, I want to move to another district.
Mm-hmm.
It's District 1 because it's in the center of my city, even though the place where I live still includes the convenient facility for daily life.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the center of my city, it will have more parks and also some um, historical places and includes more entertaining activities that I can do there. So I still want to move to another place.
Okay. You confused the opportunity to live in another place. So the question was, is there anything you would like to change about the place you live in District
Oh,
7? So,
okay.
yeah, I heard your answer, but you can, it's just a matter of changing the wording. So, well, if I have the chance to change anything about the place I live in, so in District 7, yeah, I would like to make it better, just like District 7, oh, District 1.
Yeah.
There are more choices, like you mentioned, like maybe like movie theaters or parks, etc., like that. So you mentioned like the improved life and way of living. Now, let's see. Do you plan to live there for a long time? So it will be adjusted since you moved to Ho Chi Minh City. Do you plan to live in Ho Chi Minh City for a long time?
Mm, it still depends on my parents
It
because
it is singular, so your
yeah.
verb is depends with an S.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
It depends on my
Mhm.
parents because I didn't have any job yet, so I don't think I can uh, I can buy a house. So yeah, so since I still live with my parents,
Mhm.
I still depends on where they
I
live.
I is the person
Oh,
speaking, the speaker. So
okay.
in the present tense, you make it plural. Like you never say "I loves you," right? So
Yeah,
so yeah. So I
but
depend on them. Mhm.
I depend on them.
Mhm.
I depend on them, and however, I think I still love this city. So and it's also a potential city in the future.
Mhm.
It's still develop. It is still developing. So I think um,
It's still developed or developing.
yeah, it's still
Repeat it.
developing.
Develop.
Yeah,
Repeat
develop,
after me. Developed, developed,
develop,
developed.
developed.
And you say, it's still developing. It's still developing. It's still developing.
It's still developing. It's still developing. It's still developing.
Okay, let's see if you are able to switch this. See?
Okay.
Oh, don't you love this practice? Develop, developed, developing.
Develop, 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 developed, developing.
Uh-huh. There you go. Okay. Now, the question was, do you plan? Do you plan? Right? Do you plan to live there for a long time? Realistically, I'm 16 and still dependent on my parents. But let's say I am older and I am able to buy myself a house. I still would like to stay here in Ho Chi Minh City and live for a long time. I still would like to live in Ho Chi Minh City for a long time. But okay, let's go back to the question about going to university. So let's say you got a scholarship. Where do you prefer to study?
Um, I prefer to like. Is it like a country or the
Yeah.
fields that I
Mhm.
want to?
Yeah, so if you are given the chance to travel and study, yeah, for example, just to make it clear, I was chatting with my former student way back in 2023, and she has my Skype, and Skype moved to Microsoft Teams. So,
Oh,
to cut the long story short, she will be going to Canada in, she said, end of August or September 1st, because she's going to start her university life. So she's so excited. Her brother, who's much older than she is, because she's the youngest, have been living in Canada since his university years. And so she gets to visit her brother when there's a chance during summer vacation. And she liked it there. So we will see each other sometime in November when she has adjusted to university life. So, like September,
oh,
October, November, maybe after 3 months, she feels more comfortable. Mhm. And she started just like you. So, you're getting there. Mhm. All right.
oh yeah.
hmm So, I'm just
So,
giving an example, but which country would you prefer to study in?
mm,
If I had a chance,
if I had a chance, um, I I would like to study in France or in England, I think.
mm-hmm. Right
But
there.
I would prefer Europe, countries in Europe, because I love traveling. So yeah, I think Europe will give me more chance to do that.
Okay. Yes, there's a lot of option. Europe is, it's the smallest. Well, there's a debate between Europe or another continent, which is the smallest. But okay, it's not as big as Asia, but you know, there's Spain, Italy, France, etc. So I would like, let's say, places in Europe or European countries. So instead of saying places in, or you can just make the adjective European. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I totally understand. Earlier, you said that your brother had to do something else. Uh, is he already working?
Um, no, it's like today I think he went out with his father today. So yeah, I think he have to do something, but I'm not pretty sure.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. You can hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Can you see me?
No, I can see your profile picture, I think.
Oh, oh, so all this time you cannot see me?
No, like I just can see. I still can see you, but until like a few seconds ago, I can see you.
Huh. Cannot start video. Uh-huh. Let me see. How about now?
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
not yet.
Hmm. But
Okay, I can see you now.
you can see me now. Okay. Oh, that is very sensitive. Sorry about that. Yeah. I was wondering why you were looking someplace else, but yeah, okay. Now that explains. You can still see me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I was saying that I was expecting you and your brother to study with me because that was what was scheduled. But you did say that he is busy with something else. That's why he cannot join.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess my question now to you, Annie, we've been talking for like 15 minutes or a little less, but what can you say about our trial lesson today for speaking? Can you comment?
For me, I think it's a really like productive
Mm-hmm,
conversation because I can learn about my pronunciation and also my new vocabulary too.
mm-hmm. Yes.
So yeah, I really love it how you taught me to express my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So was it boring to keep repeating the words, or like is it too routinary, or did you like it when you're able to repeat the word and get the chance to pronounce it better? Or is it boring repeating?
No, 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 it's not because I don't know. It's like I'm really into some conversation like this because I find something interesting when it can improve me.
Mm-hmm.
So so I'm not pretty sure about my younger brother, but for me, I think it's okay. It's still good.
So
It,
yours,
it's
uh-huh. Yeah, it's
it's so
still
good for me.
all right. Sorry, I heard you say younger brother. So you're
Yeah.
16, your brother is?
15.
Ah, okay. So you're the older sibling. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to be, you're grade 10, correct? And your
Yes.
brother is in grade 9?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's clear. All right. And just so you know, having spoken to you for the amount of time that we've spent, I can say that you have such a great potential to improve your English communication skills because you have the interest to learn and you are willing to do everything that is within your control to learn the language and speak English just like a native speaker. Yeah. We're not far from there. It's just, consistent practice. Well, there was a time I've been with Antori for, let's see, 2016. So 9 years now, right? Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. So in those 9 years, I've encountered many different students. There was one that only meets me once a week, and she's really interested. And I really enjoy because, a teacher loves it when there is enthusiasm. She's really eager to learn. So she decided, of course, because I sent evaluation of her progress. Then during summertime, when she's not busy in school, she moved to 3 times a week. And my goodness. Oh, I'm talking about the same girl. Yeah, the one that I taught before, that's now, yeah, she's so excited about moving to Canada and join her brother,
Ooh.
already lives and works there. Oh,
That's so great.
yes. So it's not far from happening for you. So, do you have any questions for me?
For now, I can't think of any question, but um, Yeah, like, do you have any other students?
I have
Yeah.
several, if not a lot. So I have some
Yeah.
adults. Oh, because I take long vacations sometimes. So, sometime between January and April, my husband and I were in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. It's a popular place to visit. So, yeah, because Canada and Mexico are quite adjacent. In other words, it's like a 5-hour flight. And so we love the city in Mexico. It's called Puerto Vallarta. I'm just typing the name so we know what we're talking about, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason I mentioned this is because during that time, you see, yeah, you're right about traveling. It's a different experience and you enrich yourself with the culture. And yes, I learned to eat some Mexican food, like, their sandwich called, oh, like a taco, like that. And the quesadilla, which is something delicious. So I'll show you a picture of quesadilla. Have you heard of that word name?
No, I haven't.
Uh,
I'm looking to see. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
yes. Okay. Uh, this is giving me a hard time. There. Okay. I swear today or tomorrow I'm going to have my nail cut. Yeah, I'll have a new, it's a gel manicure.
I love the color.
Yes, I love it too. So you can tell my favorite color is.
Pink. Is it pink?
What about you? What's your favorite color?
Mm, my favorite one is red.
Ah, oh
Yeah.
yes. I have this red dress. Uh,
Oh.
and yes, I think most people said I look good in red. So that's one of the, yes, some of my clothes or most of my clothes are red, pink, and of course
Oh.
the other colors.
I
Okay.
think it will help you to stand out a lot.
Oh, that would be nice. But you see, this old woman who's talking to you, well, there are many more beautiful and, young looking people. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen with you. So, for the experience, let's say share, 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 share. Yeah. And share screen options. Uh, oh, no, it's not the right one. Sorry, my mistake. Here. There you go. So share sound. Mhm. Now, did you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Right. So this is
Mm.
called quesadilla, and my favorite one is the one with cheese and ground beef, some tomatoes, they're finely chopped. And that's how, yeah, this one right here, I love it. So I can finish 2 to 3, but if it's a whole half of the plate, I have to share it with my husband. Look interesting for you?
Mm. It looks so delicious.
Hmm. It is. So that's my favorite Mexican food. Uh, Now, when you say tacos, yeah, that's very popular in Mexico. And my husband just loved tacos there. You see, they have
Mm.
this, yeah, I forgot what it's called. And you fill it with different vegetables or meat. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but I love Vietnamese food. And my favorite, I like your pho. It's very flavorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soup. Hmm. And the shrimp cold roll.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes.
Yes.
It's kind
That,
of famous too.
oh yes.
Uh, like you have visited Vietnamese, right? Vietnam, right?
Uh, it's in the bucket list, meaning I
Oh,
have
okay.
none. Yeah.
Like, is there like some Vietnamese restaurant where you live?
Yes. Several, in fact, because like right now, so Toronto is a very big city in Ontario, which is the province in Canada. So we are in Greater Toronto area. This is the house where I used to live, but now my husband sold it to his daughter. So,
Oh.
and we are here right now, and there are many Vietnamese restaurants around here. And then 4 hour drive when we go back to our where we live now, that's in Leamington, Ontario. So it's another city within Ontario. And we have, I know of two Vietnamese restaurants. So if we feel like going Vietnamese, that's one of our favorite places.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. Do you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. I love your shrimp cold roll. That one.
I really love it too. It's like whenever I have like some chance to eat out, my
Mhm.
family usually choose to eat that rolls.
All right. That was really very interesting conversation with you, Annie. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you continue to be inspired and learn English. Okay? Have a
Okay.
bye bye.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.